German family to the live watch along of FC Barcelona versus Real Oviedo. I've partially seen the lineup, but I want to check it out even better here. Hopefully everyone's doing great. And as you can see, bottom right is my prediction, 4-1 victory. Barca have looked really strong since coming back from the international break. So, yeah, I think they're just going to be strong once again. Real Oviedo, obviously newly promoted team, first time in the league in a very long time for them. Europa League is actually played at the same time. Aston Villa, Bologna. You got some cheeky games right there. All right, let me see the lineup here. Garcia in goal, Eric Garcia right back, Aranjo, Kubarsi, Gerard Martin, Casado, Pedri, that's the best double pivot, man. Rafinha, Olmo, Rashford, Ferran. Very strong attack there from FC Barcelona. Lewandowski on the bench once again. Obviously, Lewandowski got the start versus Newcastle. It wasn't that good that game. But in La Liga, it's been all Ferran Torres so far. Balde, Ter Stegen, Fermi Lopez, Gavi, and Lamine Yamal are out injured. So Yamal is not... Yeah, Yamal is not on the bench. He's not in the squad. Barcelona squad. Real Oviedo. Yo. Är det du, akhi? Är det du? Om det är du förresten, jag har skaffat FIFA. Yeah, so Yamal is not in the squad. I just seen that. So he's probably recovering. Maybe he'll get come off the bench in the next game versus Sociedad. I think they play on Sunday. Ja, mannen.
That's fine. If they pick Marca, I can go middle or Trundle.
Nej, Arian, bara så här pass. Det var så här 100 spänn i månaden. Just nu jag har den här 10 timmar. Sen jag tror jag kommer ha spelet också i en månad. Det här är det bästa jag tycker de har gjort så här på Xbox och sånt. Alltså det är som en Netflix, alltså jättefett. Och då man kan testa utspel. Du vet, hypen dör ut efter en månad.
I mean, I'll go Trundle. I think it's fine. Trundle, something. No, I mean, it depends if Talia is open, I guess we could.
Yo, what's up in Jabulu Zuma? Pedri ACL today. No, hopefully not. I mean, I want Barca to be as strong. Monga, Sochi. But no, I want Barca to be strong for the game against us. But yeah, Yamal should be back for next game, coming back a little bit. And yeah, when it comes to Paris Saint-Germain, Barcola and Joao Neves are set to be in the squad versus Auxerre. Desiree Doué not, but he should be in the squad versus Barca on the bench. No more agendas. Watching football pure. We won. It feels so great, man. It feels so great. Like, I was always calm and confident Dembele would win it, but I'm gonna be honest, obviously the media put a little bit of uncertainty to me, man. But now that it's over, thank God, man. Thank God, we can chill, man. And you know, in December we'll have some celebrations as well. Desiree Doué Golden Boy, FIFA the best, then Booze, and then FIFA the best also give out the best team. They create the best team of the year as well. And then obviously we have the Trophée du Champion, Intercontinental Club World Cup. Yeah, so December and a little bit of January in the beginning is going to be some celebration. And then the season starts in January. You know, obviously, it's so funny when Barca fans say they think that, oh, Dembouz's season started in January. I mean, first of all, no, but obviously he was better in the latter part of the season. But that's the most important part. So yeah, the season starts in January. Ousma, Ballon, can't get enough. Dembouz is an inspiration, 100%. Do we go robbed of the Copa Trophy? They just wanted Laporta to shut up. Nah, I'm calm Yamal winning that one. He was always going to win as a sympathetic award. But I do think that the Copa Trophy should do like the Golden Boy. You can only win it once. Copa Trophy used to have it before. Otherwise, you know, Mbappe would have won it 2 times in a row. Maybe even Bellingham. You do more lives of Barca than Real. You like watching Barca more. That's not the reason. I do like watching Barca more than Madrid, but I would watch them as much. It all depends on the time. For example, I was supposed to do a Real Madrid. Who did they play? Levante Watchalong, but then my friend wanted to play games, so I play games with him instead. So it's all about the timing. But no, I try to watch both as much as possible. I've actually not missed a single Barca game this season, including the Joan Gamper Trophy. But I do want to watch Madrid. For example, when it comes to the Champions League, obviously, let me see the games. So I don't know if I will watch. So if I don't have anything to do on Friday, I think I will watch Bayern versus Werder Bremen. I haven't watched Bayern this season so far. Saturday PSG play versus Auxerre. But if I don't have anything to do, I will try to watch Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. And then on Sunday, Barca play on Sunday, right? And that's going to be their game right before facing us. Yeah, they face Sociedad. 6:30 p.m. And then I could even watch maybe Napoli AC Milan straight after that. Maybe only watch Barca Sociedad then on Sunday. And then when it comes to the Champions League, Tuesday I'll watch Madrid Almaty early on. Then I don't know what secondary game I should watch. And then on Wednesday, yeah, PSG Barca. I'm not gonna watch an early game that day. Yo, what's up, MK Edits? Madrid play early next week, yep. I get the Jordan Wings kit. Let's go, Funkin'. Watch Derby Madrilonina, the AC Milan Napoli game? I could, maybe. How is Dembouz an inspiration? He's extremely gifted athletic in any football. If anything, it is underwhelming that he reached this level later in his career. I mean, look, that's the thing. Talent is something. Obviously, Dembouz has put in the work and so on, but you know, everyone can have talent, but it's the hard work you put in. And you could say that Dembouz for some time didn't put in the hard work, but he's an inspiration in the sense of he was down bad. He was really down bad, but he didn't let that affect him, and he went up. You know, there are a lot of people when it starts going bad, it just continues to go more negative and negative and negative, and then they stay in that hole and say, "Oh, I'm depressed. I do this. I cut myself up." Dembouz doesn't let that go to him. Compare Dembouz's mentality to Vinicius, for example. Completely different. So I think Dembele's mentality is definitely an inspiration. How about Prem? We want to see Prem Watchalong. I mean, the Prem games are quite mid. I mean, you got Arsenal Newcastle, but I mean, we know that's going to be a horrendous game to watch. You got United, Brentford, Chelsea, Brighton, Liverpool, Palace. I mean, it's a bunch of mid. I guess Liverpool, Palace could be cheeky. I saw that Palace have a 17-game unbeaten streak in Europe's top 5 leagues since last season. So maybe that's going to be an interesting game. I would want to watch Liverpool once again. But yeah, I'm not that. I don't have that much interest in the Premier League. I tried to be interested in the Premier League this season, but it was so bad. Oh, Madrid, Atletico. Yeah. For sure. I want to watch that game. Marseille, Ajax on Tuesday. That's a cheeky one. Let me see Tuesday again. It could be Marseille, Ajax. Especially if I watch Bayern versus Werder Bremen. Maybe Liverpool, Galatasaray. Yeah, you know what? It's between Liverpool, Galatasaray, and Marseille, Ajax. It's not fair to compare Dambuz with Vinny. Osman is Muslim. It's easier to have better mentality being Muslim. I mean, yes and no, but I mean, there's still many Muslims who have a weak mentality. So I still think you should get that praise. I know Duo will score a nasty goal off the bench versus Barca. We'll be there.
Yeah,
Got the craziest parlay waiting? What's your parlay?
No,
What's your parlay, man?
maybe support. Let me see. Pull out the trundle.
Any
It could be top gallery, man.
any updates on injuries? So Joao Neves and Bradley Barcola are said to be in the squad versus Auxerre. Dembele is still recovering, but he'll be back after the international break. Desiree Doué potentially would not be in the Auxerre game, but should be back for the squad versus Barca. I saw a YouTuber today who said this Ballon d'Or will be forgotten very quickly, but I don't see that at all. This is the most beautiful revenge story of football, and the real people's Ballon d'Or. Now, really, I've seen a lot of people, try to, how we talked about the Rodri Ballon d'Or. It's so forgettable. Vini deserved it and all of that. They're trying to do the same on Dembele, and it's like, stop, man, stop. Like, just stop, man. The actual anti-PSG I'm seeing from people, they're so. I don't know why it's so hard for them to prop PSG. If City did what we did, they would be like, oh, City, one of the best teams of all time, dominating the Prem, glaze De Bruyne, glaze this, Haaland, everything. But when it comes to PSG, it's so hard for them to praise Paris Saint-Germain. It's so weird, man. Your prediction for 1st of October? Cheeky 2-1. The Mente game, Vinny Jr. is completely different. Vinny's a hard worker. He's not mentally weak. In the sense that he gives up when everybody's against him. He proved it many times. Vinny's a hard worker. Look, you can call everyone a hard worker in that sense, but Vinicius Jr., the main issue with him is that his response to hardship is not good. For example, he was benched in the Real Madrid versus Marseille game. Obviously came on as a sub towards at the end of the game. And then he posts a white-black picture on Instagram with him. Oh, I'm depressed. That's not strong mentality. That's called weak mentality. Look, if you're sad, that doesn't make you weak. Everyone is sad. Everyone maybe is a little bit depressed. Everyone is a little bit down sometimes. But when you post that on Instagram, what that tells me is you're so weak that you want sympathy from strangers online. You gotta show yourself weak to everyone else so then they comment, oh my god, Vinicius, is everything okay? That's called a weak mentally person. He needs validation from other people. Oh no, Vinny, you deserve better. He wants to hear that. Stop this. Don't try to lie here, man. Basically all the Europa League games, and Barca to win over 2.5. Alright. Liga might actually be trash, which highlights of the little game just now, they scraped to win against the third Norway club. Yeah, Liga has not been good in Europe this season, man. When will you release? This is why Barca is getting destroyed. I mean, the only person that could upload that is Tosin. But I think there is a small likelihood we could destroy Barca, but I don't think it will happen. I'm excited for Mayulo. I hope he gains momentum against Auxerre. Look sharp against Marseille. Same. Give Prem another shot. It's been best league in the world, I swear, man. I will give the Premier League another shot, 100%. It's just that the games this weekend aren't that good. Let me see the next weekend. Chelsea-Liverpool. Okay, I could watch Chelsea-Liverpool. I think we play Lille on Sunday. Yeah, we play Lille on Sunday. I could even watch Barca Sevilla on Sunday as well. Good. Hi, just starting watching you. What's your thoughts on Madrid versus Barcelona? Match week 1? M1? Hi, Joshi. I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about their first game when they're coming up against each other? I'm excited to watch that game, obviously. When you look at the Clasicos last season, it started off with Barca 4-0. Then the second one was it 5-1? 4-1? 5-2? 5-2, Mbappe, Rodrigo. Then it was 3-2 in the Copa del Rey final, then 4th in La Liga. So we can definitely see towards the end of the season. But obviously it's about motivation as well. Madrid wanted to beat Barca more than Barca wanted to beat them because they had already beaten them so many times. Obviously Madrid new team this season under Xabi Alonso, so I don't know. I think it's going to be a very tight game. My slight favorite would be Barca going into the game, maybe 60-40 to Barca. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I get what you mean, bro, but I mean things what happened to him in early his career at Madrid when Benzema dissed him. That is true. That is true, Akagami. It's like Vinny used to have a strong mentality. And then in recent years, I think it all started with the racism, which obviously you can defend and use it as an excuse and victimize Vinny for. It is fair how he got treated by the fans and so on, but I still think his reaction could have been much better. Ramos should start against Auxerre. I don't want Barcola to start the game. Start Mayulo. Start Mayulo. Are you happy that Yamal is not certain to play against PSG? No. I'm the last person to be happy for, opposition starters to not play against us. I always want the best to play against us. Even Atalanta, I wanted Lookman, Skamaka, and Ederson to play against us, but just didn't happen. Thoughts on Warren? He doesn't make mistakes, but he's just a passenger. Not impactful, doesn't do much when he plays. Yeah, he doesn't take that many risks, Sochi, and that usually comes from low confidence. When you're really confident, that's when you take risks, take long shots, dribble through people. But I'm seeing a slight improvement in Warren's confidence, so I want to see more of Warren and look at the pattern. Is he getting more confident? Is he getting better? Do you think Barca can destroy you? I don't think Barca can destroy us by play, like football-wise, but I think there's a small likelihood they could destroy us like scoreline. Like let's say they beat us like 4-1 or something, because of how great attackers they are. And the thing with Barca as well, when they take a lead, they want to score more. And obviously, if Barca, let's say Barca 1-0 up against us, we will push more up. We will leave space in behind, and that's perfect for Barca, who are, one of the best counter-attacking teams in the world. Be honest, do you still see the Ballon d'Or video? I see it, man. What a moment. His talent finally got rewarded. Love them boots, man. Them boots. We're up 15 minutes until the game starts. Do you think Jude is getting underrated? I don't see people talk about him as much. He's still a generation of it. Okay. Wait. I've just seen a very delusional tweet on Twitter. I gotta respond to. Well, I don't think Bellingham is a generational midfielder, but obviously the reason not many people are talking about him is because he's been injured for a while. And he wasn't good last season. And he wasn't even good last season, but yeah, that's why nobody's talking about him.
Yeah, I think we would like grubs. We could utilize it pretty well.
Video of PSG owning Barca had me cheesing the whole time. You're right, even Liverpool fan for some odd reason. Yeah, I don't. The issue I have is, usually when people want to say, "Oh, we own them," they keep on like lying and saying delusional stuff. Everything I said in that video is a 100% fact. And if you cry about it, then you're just like they say, "Oh my God, PSG with one UCL." Look, historically, yes, Barca are, I don't know, have an advantage over PSG when it comes to UCLs and everything. But since 2017, which I clearly stated multiple times in the video, Paris Saint-Germain have owned Barca. Like, Barca haven't done a single negative thing towards PSG since 2017, whilst we have done, countless of them. And I don't know why people want to, dance around the issue or something. These Liga lineups, they're so mid. All the good ones left, man. We need the coefficients. Barca fans are the most emotional fan base, yeah. Them and Arsenal fans. And I think the main reason is because they haven't won anything in a very long time.
starts Raptors. I have a faster clear than her, so I guess I could be in bot first if we need me.
Do you still believe Chevalier is a better keeper than Garcia even after all those blunders? I think so far Garcia has had a stronger start to the season than Lucas Chevalier. And, you know, the pressure at PSG is immense. And Chevalier hasn't been able to handle it the best so far. But there is a game coming up against FC Barcelona. And let's see Chevalier in that game. But no, Garcia's definitely had a better start to the season. I have the feeling Barca will beat us. And there's nothing wrong with that, Sochi. You know, when it comes to the best teams, even when we faced Liverpool last season, I was confident that PSG would beat Liverpool and go through. But obviously, I saw a likely chances of them beating us. That's when you come against the best, there's always a chance for both outcomes. Why is the La Liga quality declining so much? I mean, it's very simple. It's all economics. And it's Javier Tebas. Javier Tebas. He hasn't ruined the league. So basically what happened is COVID. When COVID hit, it affected the leagues. It affected Serie A and La Liga the most. Liga a little bit affected as well, Bundesliga a little bit, and Premier League, but all of them are in a better stage than Serie A and La Liga. The other thing with La Liga as well is Javier Tebas. Javier Tebas still has like weird regulations from the 90s. Like no other top 5 European league has the same laws, like the FFP laws, the 101 rule. No European top 5 league has that. Only La Liga. And those rules and laws have made it much harder for the La Liga teams to get talent and generate more revenue and so on, which has made the quality worse. Obviously, the more money you have, the higher likelihood of better talent to have.
Yeah, Liga is walking mid lane, she's crossing.
Should be Kang false line against Barca and play Barcola and Kvara's wingers? If Do It doesn't start yet. But I don't know, we haven't seen Lucha try Kvara false line, so... I actually want to be beat by Barca. Lucha learns a lot from losing. It gives us the hunger, just not by a margin, because that's embarrassing. By a big margin. I mean, yes and no, but no, I don't want to lose. This Marseille defeat is already enough, man. It still hurts, man. Yeah, Santi Cazorla, man. Is he starting the game?
It's not gonna work.
I know I have him on the thumbnail, but I don't know if he starts. I just picked him because he's the most well-known from Oviedo. Yeah, Cazorla plays like as a false 9 with Rondon. They have Den Donker, Eric Bailly. I've noticed against Marseille, we didn't care, man. We had no hunger. I definitely agree, Sochi, that Marseille wanted that more than us. But I don't think it's because we didn't take the game seriously. I think it's everything that was happening, Sochi, those past couple of days, affected the PSG players mentally. And Marseille knew that. Sochi. They how can I say? They took us at the wrong time. No, they faced us for, in their perspective, the perfect time. They saw us weak. They saw us focused on something else. But you know what? We'll face them into Trophée du Champion, man. When did you go Super Saiyan? Like about a week ago, I think. I've forgotten that Marseille. That was an unfair game. Just forget it. Players had traveled so much, man. No, I'm not mad about the players and so on. I mean, it was a bad performance from the entire team. But I just want us to... You know, obviously it hurts losing games, but I want us to... That's why I want to win the Barca game. Before, obviously I wanted to win the Barca game, but it was less. Now I really want to win that game. Cazorla, Özil, Giroud, Wilshere, Ramsey. That was a fun team to watch. Arsenal, like they didn't win trophies back. I mean, actually they won like FA Cups and so on, but that was an enjoyable Arsenal team. Now, so bad, man.
Be careful on mid. They're on Drake now, probably.
Isn't it funny how Kylian is fooling the football world again with all of his league goals, but in Champions League knockout stage nothing will happen. They will see it once more. Like, I do agree with Rivi. I think he looks good. Mbappe looks good. Like his dribbling, his runs, his pace, all of that. But obviously, you gotta do in the bigs. Like that's why I don't get like Ballon d'Or in the beginning of the season hype. Like.
Okay.
Also, Lucha always does the testing in hostile away games. First Newcastle, now Marseille. What is he doing?
Yeah, I'm holding my E for him. The old coach. Grubs in 50.
4-4-2 in Newcastle and 3-5-2 in Marseille. The thing is though, Sochi, I'm more okay with the 3-5-2 in Marseille. Why? Because it made a little bit sense because of the missing attackers we had. Alright, game starts at 6 minutes.
Liga ulted me. Can you cure or I can play? Just kind of. Just try to get out.
Kylian really looks good. If you compare him with his last season at PSG, it was like a fab, motionless thing.
You can play this slowly.
Yeah, I mean, look, in his last 2 seasons at PSG and his first season at Madrid, it was not the same Mbappe. But again, it's the big games that matter. So we got El Clasico coming up soon. I know they're gonna play Liverpool as well. Yo, Mohammed, once again, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much, man. Merci beaucoup. Neymar is the most overrated player on earth. People always speak about talent when he's achieved less than the likes of Benzema, Mbappe, and Liga. Thanks so much, Mohammed, for the super chat. I disagree. I don't think Neymar is overrated. I think even in this time, maybe he's getting a little bit underrated. But you're saying that he's achieved less than the likes of Benzema, Mbappe, and Lewandowski. So if we talk about, I guess you're talking about collective trophies. Like Lewandowski won Champions League with Bayern. Neymar won Champions League. Or you talk about goals and assists, like overall. I think Neymar has more Ballon d'Or nominations than both Liga and Mbappe. Mbappe will probably take that place, obviously. Neymar's highest spot in the Ballon d'Or was 3rd spot, which is the exact same as Mbappe. I think Mbappe has time to, when it comes to the legacy, achieve more than Neymar. But I don't think Mbappe has achieved more than Neymar. Yeah, he had the World Cup, but that's it. Like Neymar's club career is much better. Took PSG to that UCL final as well. Benzema. Yeah, Benzema got the Ballon d'Or and all of that. Yeah.
I'm guessing Liga.
But I can agree in the sense of like team accolades and so on. Neymar underachieved, but I don't think anyone looks at that. I think when it comes to Neymar, the people that rate Neymar is because of his ability, his impact in games. That's why everyone rates him. But thanks so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it a lot. Mo, you see how these Barca fans hating on Vitinha for his Ballon d'Or ranking? They're acting like last season to get nominated what Pedri didn't. Look, Barca fans after that cried so much because it all stems from the Yamal stuff. For example, PSG fans, we cared less about the other Ballon d'Or rankings because Dembouz won it. Barca fans cared more about the other rankings because Yamal lost it. In the PSG Ballon d'Or video posted, I loved how good the vibes were in the team. No cams, just one family. Yes, sir. I think Kylian will keep Barca's defense if they continue playing so high against Madrid. Even last season, Mbappe was brutal against them. In the last game, yeah. Ala Madrid 15-1. You have a long way to go. Do you know how insecure you sound? Whenever Madrid fans I hear a Madrid fan say 15, I just think, oh, you must be so insecure. You must be so insecure. It's like me having a conversation with an Arsenal fan and say, oh, we have 1, you have 0. Why would I bring up the Champions Leagues? So shameless, man.
I can stay if you want.
How many Ballon d'Ors do you think Dembele retires on?
I'm thinking Liga is resetting.
I don't know. I don't know. 1 probably. He could get 2nd. But I don't know. I'm not focusing on that. I'm very happy with Ousmane Dembele won the Ballon d'Or, but it's not an aim for me. Then if we win the UCL again, we'll push Dembouz's Ballon d'Or. But until then, just enjoy Dembouz, man. No one cared about Rafinha till the ceremony ended. Suddenly he's underrated. Facts. Look, I've said this clearly, alright? Barca players deserve 2 positions in the top 5. Second place and 5th spot. But it should have been Rafinha second and Yamal 5th spot. But they wanted to push Yamal instead. You can't push Yamal to second and then cry about Rafinha being in 5th spot.
Sure.
You can only push one player. We push Dembouz. We push Dembouz.
Are we giving it?
And then Vitinha. Vitinha is just rated by everyone. Like, I don't think anyone had, like, Vitinha as their number 1. But like, basically everyone had Vitinha in their top 3, top 5 list. Do you think PSG will beat Chelsea this time they meet in the Champions League knockout stages this season? 100%. 100%. And I can't wait for that revenge, man. The 2 revenges I want now is Marseille and Chelsea. We gotta get those. Same mistake Madrid fans did with pushing Vinny over Jude, yeah. But even Vinny like barely lost it. I just don't know how that many people voted for Rodri, honestly. All the Prem fans, we're very secure, 14 ahead, but it's all love. Your team did well last season, but stop insulting our superstar Kylian Mbappe. Where in this video have I insulted Kylian Mbappe? Where have I insulted him? If you can name me one, I would say yeah, sure. Second place is the first loser. I'm sure Rafinha is chilling. Only the winner matters. That is true. That is true. I mean, we saw that by Rafinha. He was obviously mad that he finished 5th spot, but he was like, I haven't won the Ballon d'Or. It don't matter. Did you see that Rafinha had the Ballon d'Or clause from Leeds? Yeah, I saw that, but come on. I know 25 million, maybe it's, but I don't think that's the reason. They pushed Yamal because he's 18. He's more marketable. He's from the academy. He's La Masia. He's Spanish. Imagine if we get a PSG Barca UCL final this year and then Dembouz hat-trick. Would be a perfect script. Unfortunately, my prediction this year is Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern in the Champions League final. Barca had a chance last year, but it's over. Just imagine Osman decided tomorrow to end his career. Would you say he would go down as the greatest PSG player ever? 100%. Easily, man. What Dembouz did, man. Like, really, like, even by us, like, other people underrate what we did last season, but even us PSG fans, we're still underrating what we did last season, man. What a special season. So I suppose the next thing, if Rafinha had won the Ballon d'Or, Barca was going to have to pay. Yeah, but I don't think that's the reason, obviously. All right, we got the timer on. Game is going to start. As you can see, my prediction is down here, 4-1 to FC Barcelona. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What's your prediction for FC Barcelona versus Real Oviedo? They're set to have a minute of silence here. For who? Oh.
Yeah, be careful.
I think it's some former Real Oviedo player, looks like. Mbappe winning his first UCL against PSG would go mad.
Would be nice if we could get
that would be disgusting, man. Do you think PSG wins the Champions League next season, then Dembele will have enough PR to win the Ballon d'Or over the big names of the country that wins the World Cup? I mean, if we win the Champions League, all Dembele gotta do is win the World Cup. And then it depends what the other players do as well. Like, how far will Mbappe and Madrid go in the UCL? How far will Yamal and Barca go? It depends on that as well, before going into the World Cup. But if we win the Champions League again, and Dembele is influential again, all Dembele gotta do is go very far with France and hope like Spain Yamal doesn't win it. Yo, Mike knows. Where did I insult Mbappe? You still haven't told me. Pedri, great ball already here to Rafinha. Ball is a little bit ahead of Rafinha there. Next season, Kylian a Ballon d'Or. Mbappe could definitely win the Ballon d'Or next season.
No, I don't. I just want this scan for HP. Okay, I'm coming. She kind of saw you with her E-Link.
Goalkeeper plays a long ball. Cazorla wins the header.
We're playing this off the hurdles, I think. No, we need Drake. We don't have time for Drake.
Casado. Good pass there from Eric Garcia. Pedri. That should be a foul.
Do you want me to haggle top and then go Drake?
Honestly, if Lamine wins the World Cup and Mbappe Champions League, who's winning the Ballon d'Or? I've got this question often, actually.
I think they can
Obviously, the World Cup weighs more than the Champions League, but I think it depends on how well does Mbappe do with France at the World Cup, and how well does Yamal do with Barca in the Champions League. But I would, if you're strictly saying like that, Yamal World Cup just weighs more. Do you think if Neymar somehow stays healthy for the World Cup and leads Brazil to their best player, they will win the 2026 Ballon d'Or? I think so, yeah. Because Brazil haven't won a World Cup since 1994. Since 2002. It would be a huge moment. I would vote for Neymar. Thoughts on Flick considering deploying Yamal as a false 9? Yamal really isn't a false 9. I think he's more of a 10 in the future. But I don't think he's a false 9. He doesn't have the scoring ability to play as a false 9. Dani Olmo! Great shot there from Olmo. The story with PSG Rodrigo Mora isn't over. It's never over. Never over, Rivi. Now you people in the chat insulting, but you're only reading chat. Oh, okay. Anyway, I watched so many lives when you said so many bad things about Mbappe. No, I used to hate Mbappe way more. But my hate for Mbappe, after we won the UCL, Mbappe having a disaster Clasico season, he got his karma. Because the hatred towards PSG fans, towards Mbappe is because, you know, Mbappe disrespected the club. Mbappe dropped so many stinkers. He didn't care, earned so much money. But now that he's left, the hatred has gone away a little bit. But obviously, karma happened last season. Us winning the UCL and Dembouz winning the Ballon d'Or on Mbappe's head is beautiful to see. We did the shumps. France ain't going nowhere. Nah, France are just too talented. Despite having a garbage manager, they're just too talented. And the World Cup, it's a lot of individual brilliance. And France got a lot of it. If we had Magnus now, we have no problem, man. Magnus, Janvier. I was so happy for PSG last season. Best football I've seen for a long time. Huge dub, man. And that's something, yeah, the football that we played. I mean, even Atalanta, if you saw us versus Atalanta, Mike knows. What a performance, man. I don't think any team matches our football. Hopefully it humbles Barca. I mean, I'm not cheering for Mbappe. I'll be a neutral in El Clasico. No, actually, we would play El Clasico. We would play after our game, so it depends on our game versus Barca. If I get a lot of heat after that game, I would support Madrid as well. Cazorla with the free kick, headed away. Ball still here for Oviedo. Is a cross gonna come in?
Yeah.
Oviedo. Is that another corner? Good tackle by Ferran Torres. Do you want Mbappe to get more karma? Because it'll be that if PSG become a dynasty and like 3-peat UCL or something. I mean, obviously I want us to win the 3-peat UCL and do all of that, but no, I think Mbappe's got enough karma. But if he gets more, just part of life. We can't forget that 4-0 versus Madrid in the Club World Cup, man. Karma at its finest. I was almost starting to feel sorry for Kylian. Yeah, that was a humiliation ritual. Dembouz as well, assisting the first, scoring the second. All from his press as well. Beautiful. Yeah, good start here from Oviedo. Another corner. That picture of the whole squad with the Ballon d'Or, team of the season, and coach of the season trophy. What a clean sweep. What a clean sweep, man. What a clean sweep, man. Beautiful. Another cross. Oh. Garcia there, a little bit questionable.
Hovering mid, I guess.
Yeah, look at Garcia, man.
Okay.
If that header went in, that's a goal. Yeah, it's also. They have Santi Cazorla, and if you remember, Rondon from Venezuela up top. Because I think Cazorla, he left Villarreal. No, he left Arsenal, joined Villarreal, and then he went to Oviedo. It's his boyhood club.
Let's do it again, guys. Oh, he's getting the pieces.
Oviedo with another corner. Wow. That Ballon d'Or really was the cherry on top. Fuck the Club World Cup preseason. That's so.
That's when you know, because
His negative vibe needs to go. I want France World Cup for Dambouz, Doué, Barcola, Lucas, and Warren. That'd be nice. And Magnus. And Magnus. I would never understand how you let Chelsea get the right to call themselves world champions. I don't know either, man. It was, you know, we had such a big season. Another dangerous corner here from Real Oviedo. You know, we just won so many games, and you're gonna lose a game at some point. It just unfortunately happened in the final. Imagine we win the Champions League and the Club World Cup. It is what it is. But now the aim, at least, we have a lot of motivation on going back to back. I think if we won the Club World Cup, there would have been less motivation on going back to back. But if you told me last season, would you rather win the Champions League and the Club World Cup, but not win the UCL the season after, or go back to back and lose the Club World Cup, I would take that. I would rather go back to back in the UCL.
Liga?
Casado.
I can
Good ball here to Rashford. Rashford turning on the Jets. Rashford
We got Liga.
plays a 1-2 with Ferran Torres, and Rashford takes the shot. Corner kick for Barca here. Will he still drop more Mbappe slander videos than when he goes out in the UCL and other major trophies like you said you would do before? Or you're not going to do videos on Mbappe anymore when he goes outside the major tournaments? Probably not. And that's if he doesn't do anything. You know, if he says something, if he does something, then obviously I will do it. I would treat him as any other player, but from like PSG perspective, nah. Mbappe is irrelevant. Corner kick, Olmo. Rafinha to Pedri.
Yeah, I just had it up there.
Pedri. Rashford. Cross comes in. Headed away by Oviedo. Cazorla with the ball.
They give it.
Do you think Yamal can develop shooting and he's just raw? Or not a natural finisher? No, I definitely think he can improve. And that's what he should be doing. You know, he should just be in training his shots all the time. But instead he's training in games. I've never seen something like that. Like, you ask Barca fans, why is Yamal taking 9 shots a game when he's not that good at finishing? And they're like, oh, he's training on his finishing. You train in training. Do you think we let Dambouz take 10 shots a game for him to improve his finishing? No. He trained it in training. No one can hate on PSG unless they don't like football. It's like hating on Barca with Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Messi. Yeah, the PSG hate is so forced, man. The thing with Barca is, like, we've owned Barca for like 8 years. So that's why they hate us so much, man. Rafinha
I like it.
puts in the cross. Great cross to Rashford. Great shot from Rashford by an even better save from Oviedo. Rashford and Rafinha linking up really well there. Rafinha cooked there.
Come.
Rashford.
No flash, come on, no flash.
Pedri. Olmo loses the ball.
Video ults. I'm looking Ash. Too deep, my bad. I like the bot tower here, guys.
Araujo with the ball. Casado, 10 minutes in. Real Oviedo had a cheeky start with those corner kicks. Barca now looking to control the game after that big chance through Rashford. Into your opinion on futsal? Great sport. I think if we're talking from my stance, I think I'm less good at futsal because there it's more about technical ability than raw athleticism.
It's obvious.
But I like futsal. It's tough. It makes you better technically.
I'm walking out. I'm looking Liga.
More IQ. And more team oriented as well.
I legit think we should reset.
But I don't watch like futsal or something like that, no. But shout out to Falcao, the futsal goat. Brazilian Falcao. Look at Rafinha here with the step over. And to Rafinha, to Rashford. Yo, Garincha. What's your prediction?
1 HP now. The goat does it again.
3 shots for Barca compared to 1 for Oviedo so far this game. And Oviedo not pressing that high. Always letting the goalkeeper and the Barca defense have the ball. And then they press.
They never see it coming. That's game right there, baby. Oh,
Rashford and Martin linking up there. 3-0 Barca, alright.
We want to make it happen.
But John Bolton, why would you say you don't like PSG?
It's already over for them. Have to, you know. Can I have everything okay? Yeah, I think we should do 4 bucks.
PSG will have to manage without Zidane and Ousmane Dembele against Auxerre, while a medical evaluation will be conducted at the end of the week for the former to assess his chance of participating in the trip to Barca. Dembele's situation appears more complicated. Injured in his right thigh, the forward might not return to the pitch until around 20th of October. This timeline remains uncertain as he currently is following a tailored treatment program.
Looking...
Yeah, but fuck Deschamps, man. Fuck Deschamps, man. What a fucking terrorist he is.
Yeah, here it is. My big guy can't do anything about that.
Rafinha.
Should get Drake, right?
Posit Casado! Blocked.
It's not about that, it's not massive. Generally. They can definitely be, but we're a lot stronger. And the guy has no-
Do you think Yamal should stop taking long shot or wait for a closer chance in the box? I think Lamine Yamal should improve his shooting IQ, know when to shoot, how to shoot. It's that simple. Sometimes you can take long shots. Yamal has shown he has great long shot ability, but he just needs to improve the consistency of it. Barca without Lamine, Madrid without Vinny plays so much better.
Yeah. Can we get a word here?
Then Busquets, Neves and Vitinha, 4 ridiculous ballers in one team. Come on, anyone likes football has to like PSG right now. I'm a Madrid fan, but I love beautiful artistic football. Even Nuno Hakimi. Yeah, Nuno, man, what a baller, man. The talent that we have all together should be illegal. We shouldn't have this much talent. It's a bit too much. As a real football fan, I say thank you PSG for creating this team. Rashford. Rashford.
Are we? How's the game? Holy. What are you talking about? I saw your ult, little guy. The fucking ult into the pillar.
Mistake there from Casado. Rondon takes... Casado tackles the ball.
Danish, man.
Oviedo keep it.
Heavy. Looking up. I guess I'm dying. It was nice knowing you all. GG's, boss. I make her move, could not put it out there. We're playing versus Paragon. Oh yeah, maybe actually. They should be playing at the same time as us. it usually is.
Pedri. Oh, woo, Pedri was looking for a crazy ball there to Rafinha, man.
Yeah, for some reason I feel like the Cardinals didn't have it in the bag. I feel like I make your move, just can't play.
Didn't Deschamps use Mbappe as 9 and 2 strikers as wingers last year?
What can I do?
I mean, in the club, in the World Cup final, he did Sabah, Dembouz, Griezmann, and Giroud, and play like a Thuram, Colomani. Because that's what Mbappe wants. Mbappe wants full freedom in the attack,
The goat ports away.
and yeah, Thuram and Colomani, they make the runs and do the defensive work for him. Very lazy. That's not how France should play to play their best football.
Bro, cancel the fucking port though.
Chance here for Oviedo, down the right hand side. Could be offside. Cross comes in. Cleared away by Eric Garcia, and it's offside. Also because I started playing again for after 6 years, and on the pitch I had no ball control. I lost the ball a lot, had no balance when sprinting, which made me think I should start with futsal first. That's really good, Rivi, yeah. I remember I played futsal a little bit, or like indoor football, in winter, because we didn't play outside because it was too cold. And then I improved my technical ability a bit. Shielding as well. Physicality in a tight space, you could say.
That's why we have him on my level.
PSG is Lamine Yamal's goal. Still recovering, the young Spanish doing everything possible to play the match against PSG. His ambition is clear. To shine in this Champions League clash, he's ready to make an impact.
So Paragon on Monday next week, or? I mean, I can just stand in front of him. No one saw the fucking oak on this side. Bro, I see you, bro. I see you. Legit. Penta.
No foul there.
But he gets a penta.
Casado takes a heavy touch there. Oh, no, I got to see it out early on there.
Yeah. Should we rest it? I mean, his dad lives with him. I think it's kind of hard with that one. I mean, you probably have to ask somebody. Can we do it like can we ask to do the day after, or are we as busy the day after? Okay, how about you, man? Okay. Average,
Casado.
ninth country,
Rashford.
7.
21 minutes I've gone off this game. Pedri with the ball. Eric Garcia. Back to Pedri.
So like
Pedri to
no
Olmo.
power.
Rafinha.
That's fine.
Casado. Eric Garcia.
No, okay.
Cross comes in.
Said he couldn't do it.
Back to Pedri.
Or like on Saturday. Were you finals?
Eric Garcia.
Can you do on Sunday? Is it better for you?
Casado.
Okay. Well, that's
Olmo.
what I asked.
Rashford. Goes for the shot! Great shot from Rashford. And a great save from the Real Oviedo keeper, Aaron. Watching Pedri play at his peak is a privilege. It is. Rashford as well, man.
Yeah.
Baller. Deschamps said in the Ballon d'Or gala, I'm so happy Marseille won. He's now our friend. He wants us injured. Sochi, you know, DJ Snake asked him about the Dambu's injury. And Deschamps said, well, you should be happy that he's injured, because if he wasn't injured, he would have played the Marseille game and not being able to attend the ceremony. And then even today, De La Fuente, they asked him about the flick comments towards the Yamal injury, and he was like, oh, I don't have any comments. Like, I don't understand why these national team managers like talk so disrespectfully about their players, man. When you're deliberately hurting and injuring them. Like, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting from Deschamps and De La Fuente, man.
I mean, we knew we were hard outscaling them, so.
Who's a better winger, Yamal or Prime Mbappe? Prime Mbappe. Bring back the long hair like 2023. In the future, definitely. I loved my long hair, ba. No, in a while. No, in a while. Oh, big chance for Real Oviedo, Rondon. Great block there from Eric Garcia. No offside. Wait, I gotta see how this chance came up. Throw in. Is that a good 1-2? Oh, good pass from number 7 there.
Somewhere else. Yeah.
Barca getting opened up a little bit in this game. But it's a good game so far. Both teams have had some chances. Let's see who takes the lead. Pedri. Pedri. Pedri does not know pressure on the pitches, man.
Yeah.
Rashford.
But I miss pretty strong, but at the same time.
Good pass to Pedri.
uh,
Pedri to Ferran Torres.
it's not like
Could do
we-
better there.
We got Harold,
Rashford's so explosive and his acceleration is crazy.
so we have.
Nah, him and Mbubis. Him and Mbubis.
What's it called?
You definitely see some similarities there.
Big. Yeah, I think we played really well, or you guys played really well on this one.
Cross comes in from Rashford there from the set piece. Headed away. Another corner here for Oviedo.
In game 2, yeah.
Oviedo playing good so far.
I talked about the game on. I was the GOAT in game on the marathon.
Dani Olmo. Rafinha.
I was muted.
Looking for the run of Rashford. Rashford puts it in. Olmo. Oviedo. Cazorla picks up the ball. Wins the foul. Good ball retention there from Santi Cazorla.
Yeah, but I mean it's an early game champ. karma because of Trundle.
Long ball played.
Yo guys, stand on. Oh, yeah. I doubt. In the kitchen. I have a bunch of cameras in your house, what do you think? Wait a minute. Should we really be disclosing this type of stuff? Thought it was between us two. Meanwhile, our jungler is like having to lose 8
Rafinha.
CS every 2 minutes,
Pedri.
covering tough life. Don't think Oku's back.
Eric Garcia down.
Without Oku, sure. He's there. As I said, I'm always gonna be here.
Kubarsi. Is Mbappe overrated in big games? 100%. I think people think Mbappe is a great big game player just because of that World Cup final, which everyone knows about, but in the UCL, very, very many questionable big game performances. Stinkers, like, I know more Mbappe stinkers in big games than great games at PSG and Madrid so far. Yamal will give 150% against us. He got some to prove, 100%. And it's not just Yamal, Barca as well. They have more to prove in that game than us. You know, when you've won the Champions League, in the beginning of the season afterwards, you don't have that much to prove. But then when the knockout stages come, good there from Garcia, coming out early. Barca looking for a counter-attack. Rashford making his run. Pedri gets the ball. Pedri gotta find Olmo. He does a bit fortunately there. Dani Olmo with the ball. Rashford off the right. Marcus. Back to Eric Garcia. Pedri with a ball. Eric Garcia. Ferran! Great block from the Oviedo defender, and many great blocks from the Oviedo defender. That's Eric Bailly blocking it with his crouch. Great ball there from Pedri to Eric Garcia. Good ball from Garcia. Ferran here. Oh yeah, that was gonna go in. That was gonna be a banger. Yeah, Bailly is good. If Pedri wants to win the Champions League, he has to join Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, Pedri's favorite manager of all time that he's played under is Luis Enrique, so.
Yeah, I think it's hard because usually with these types of things we're not saying that we're giving Drake. We're just like, we're saying it when we see the situation. It's like, oh, I nearly killed this guy, I want to stay for wave, I can't reset. So I think that's usually how it goes. So for me, it's like, I think that plays really good, but I have to like be.
I don't know if I bench Rashford for Lamine. Yeah, I would bench someone else. Like Rafinha and Rashford both looking good. Rafinha with the shot, hits the post. Araujo takes a shot, saved from the keeper and cleared the way. How close were Barca there? Great shot from Rafinha. Both Rafinha and Rashford and Pedri have been very good so far. Hits the post. It could have potentially been a little bit of a save from the keeper. No, hits the post straight. And then Araujo goes for the shot. Goalkeeper with the save and cleared away from the defender. Barca coming really close here to take the lead. But Oviedo defending with their lives. Rashford peak was in 2023 right after World Cup. Yep. I remember the Mbappe comparisons. Oh, Rafinha. Oh. How many scenes? This pigeon, what do you mean by how many scenes?
It should be like right now, but the thing is, it's like I need like information to be able to.
Garcia out here.
If we know that.
Oh, could be a mistake. Number 5 goes for the shot, and it's a goal to Real Oviedo. Oh my days! Oh my days! What a mistake from Juan Garcia, and Real Oviedo take the lead in this game, and we have a big game ahead of us right here. Garcia goes out of his goal, and what a goal from number 5 there. What a finish from number 5. What is Juan Garcia doing? He goes out well. Does well, and then the pass to Casado a bit too much. 1-0. What a finish. Shout out to this number 5 dude, man. Gerard Martin maybe could have done something there. Wow. Wow. Strasbourg about to cook OM tomorrow. Will be there, man. Alright, 1-0 to Oviedo. I was just gonna put out a prop tweet for Rafinha and Rashford. I think as a dynamic wing duo, they've been really good this game. Pedri as well, obviously. I mean, Pedri is good every game. But what a mistake from Juan Garcia.
I mean, we failed the dive. I died. I think we just have to give up after we take so much damage, probably. Where? I mean, the idea was more for like him to stay here.
And now Oviedo will just sit back, play on the counter. Game will suit them. Barca will have to do a reaction here right before it goes to halftime. Barca would not want to go into 1-0 into halftime. Chevalier Garcia. Goalies nowadays are asked to do so much. There's no reason why they keep. There's a reason why they keep. What do you mean they keep?
Why is she so low?
Like, I think Garcia did well there. He had to go out. He had to take the touches. But then he just overhits the pass to Casado. And, yeah, I mean, it's a great finish from number 5. Rafinha. Oh, Rafinha! Dani Olmo. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Corner for Barca.
That's probably the dog. Maybe you thought Baraka should be there or something. Or maybe like we forced Goliath.
They can't pause. Olmo with the header. Eric Garcia. Well, even Araujo in the box here for Barca. Around 10 minutes left of this first half. Real Oviedo with another opportunity on the left side. Goes inside. Olmo with the ball. Opportunity for Barca. Why does Olmo put that immediately? It's been another mid-performance here from Olmo. And with Fermin out for, what is it, a month? Olmo gotta get better. One quick question about Donna. Do you think it was okay to not talk about PSG in his speech, or was it okay because of how we treated him at the end? Obviously, I would want him, you know, to acknowledge PSG. That's why he was there. But obviously, the thing is that's a little bit different when it comes to position review. I think all the other positions, it's even more of a reason to say the team. Whilst, you know, the goalkeepers, they play an individual game. You know, Donna saved us. It wasn't that much a team. Obviously, morale, lucho, tactics, all of that helped as well. But it was a lot of individual stuff from him. But I understand he's mad. But yeah, hopefully we improve the relationship, man. Because what we did to Donna was bad. Like, Campos is trying to come out in interviews as saying Donna wanted the wage of old PSG. Now is the new PSG. It's a bit cringe, man. Like, you can just say, you know, he wanted stuff, we wanted stuff, we couldn't come to an agreement. Like, don't try to make Donna into a negative light, man, because we all knew you just wanted to replace him. Talking about money and stuff, man. And yeah, Donna does deserve to be the highest paid goalkeeper in the world. Pedri. I just hope this does not affect any other player. Where we have a great player who leaves because of Campos negotiation. You're almost having a stinker this game. Almost having a stinker. Like, this entire game, it's Pedri, Rashford, Rafinha. Torres has had two good opportunities, but the shots were blocked. Not his fault. So I would say Pedri, Rafinha, Rashford, Ferran have been good. Other players have been so irrelevant. Like, just system players. Rashford with the cross. Easy for the goalkeeper. 5 minutes left in this first half. Araujo, good recovery there.
Jag tror att jag hinner med Bosse, för jag ber Assar på jobbet.
Rafinha can't dribble. Myth is bullcrap.
Så då var jag här 5:15.
We're winning the league. If we don't Ballon this time, we'll see.
Du behöver tänka efter vad du vill ha från affären imorgon.
Mm.
Jag och Abdallah ska gå dit och handla.
Nej, bara så. Så vanligt. Malteser och havre.
Fan.
Ja.
Jag tänkte att vi ska göra pizza imorgon.
Ja.
Och sen så tänkte jag köpa marängbottnar så vi kan göra marängpizza. Marängtårta. Vad heter det? Finns det O'boy kvar?
Nej, det är på slutet. Kolla om det inte finns någon påse jag har tömt. Annars måste vi köpa O'boy också.
Ja, vi skriver en lista.
Ja.
Om du ska med Abdallah så kan du välja.
Well, I found out Marseille is 5th in Liga and they celebrated like they won the UCL against us. Meanwhile, they won't be in the UCL next year. I mean, look, I still understand Marseille being happy. You know, it's their first victory at the Velodrome in the league since like 2011, 2010. First time they scored against us at the Velodrome in like 5 seasons as well. So that's like finally over for them, but they definitely over celebrated it as they've always done. I mean, when we lost the Champions League final in 1920 to Bayern, Marseille fans celebrated it more than Bayern fans. Very small club mentality. I mean, it's our rival. And if we imagine we hadn't beaten Marseille since 2011 and then we beat them, I would also be celebrating shamelessly. Pedri.
Fuck, did he close?
Oviedo just clearing the ball. They just want to go into this half-time as quickly as possible. Gerard Martin. Rashford. Casado. Pedri. Few minutes left of this first half. Eric Garcia. Ferran. Garcia. Rafinha. Tries to play 1-2. Bad pass there from Ferran. Rondon. The touch. Whoa, Araujo. What's going on? Yo, love that physical battle there, man. Looks like Araujo did like a double E move. He just grabbed Rondon by his neck. Pedri. Garcia. Martin. 1 minute extra time. 50 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean,
Can Barca manage to get the important goal here right before half-time? Rafinha with the ball on the right-hand side. Eric Garcia comes on the overlap. Rafinha. Casado. Great pass in between the legs to Rafinha.
I already see he starts walking up too, and it's like,
Cleared away once again by Oviedo. 30 seconds left. Casado. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Garcia been good this game as well.
definitely if we're playing versus a good team and we have a 10k lead, then we do that, and we just.
Yeah.
You know what? That's like.
And that's half time.
Again, we're back to like being.
And that's half time. Marseille seems so filthy. I see. No, they're like the. If you could pick any team to be your rivals, they are by far the filthiest ones, man. The Ballon d'Or thing and signing Greenwood. You have to cut your hair, man, and dye it back. I mean, I don't have to dye it back. It will just come back naturally, especially if I cut my hair. But yeah, that ends the first half. FC Barcelona down 1-0 to Oviedo. Obviously, before heading into this game, Real Madrid already had a 5-point lead. So if Barca had won, it would only be a 2-point lead. But interesting here. Could be a potential 5-point gap if Barca don't come back. But I think Barca, we'll see. They've had some good chances this game. They're a bit unfortunate to not score the goal this game. PSG Osman is special and just a gifted talent, but I can't shift this feeling that VT is better. What I saw last season from VT was insane, but Dembele was crazy too. I'm confused for real. I mean, it's like when you had Iniesta and Messi at Barca. Two players that were consistent in the top 4 for the Ballon d'Or all the time. This game is going to end up 2-0. I feel like Barca will open up more. Okay. Marseille reminds me of Atletico, but worse. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Think of a filthy club. It's like Atletico and Arsenal together. Because I don't know how delusional Atletico Madrid fans are. Like Marseille, they're like Arsenal level deludedness. I remember last season, they thought they would have a title challenge with us. They thought they would beat us in the first game. They obviously beat us this season, but last season they thought they would beat us as well. And we just slapped them up. Casado's dog shit? I don't know. I think he's been good. Or like decent. And it's not his fault for that goal. It was Garcia's pass. Yo, what's up, Vertongro? Rafinha and Pedri? Wow. Yo, respect Rashford, man. Respect Rashford. Yeah, almost stinker. Yeah, Marcel back. What the fuck is this pubic shit doing? Yeah, Lee, no, he has, what is it called? Pubalgia or something? Like Verratti, Kaká, Fernando Torres had. How the fuck are Barca losing? They haven't had the best game, Lee. They had a couple of opportunities. Good saves from the Oviedo keeper. Also hit the post. Great shot from Rafinha. And the goal was so funny, Lee. So they put like a long ball. Garcia came out. Went past like 2 players. Tried to pass it to Casado. Passes a bit too much. And then the number 5 in Levante, in Oviedo, just shoots it from like 40 yards out and goes in. Who do you think will finish higher in their league, Leverkusen or AC Milan? Let me go AC Milan. They have no European football. I don't think they have European football. So they will fully focus on Serie A. And they look good so far on the Allegri. I haven't watched AC Milan, but I've seen they're picking up some good results. I think they've won their last 3 games. Did you go to uni? And if not, what are you doing after school? What were you doing after school? I did not go to uni, and So immediately when I finished school, I started doing YouTube, but then I worked for 1 year at a school. I left school to work at a school. I worked there for 1 year, and since then I've been doing YouTube full time. When did you finish gymnasium? Like what age? Or what year? It must have been 2020, I think. 1 year after, because I switched gymnasium, so I had to go to like start over 1 year.
Really? That's crazy. Is that a scrim or yeah, I haven't done authentic. Man, there's no scrims in between. I mean, the guy on the ABC can't do tomorrow. And then he can definitely not do the day after if we're playing on Sunday. Yeah, but we don't even know.
Real Oviedo didn't deserve to be winning.
But yeah.
Again, I mean, look, just because a team has like one chance and the other has a couple of more, it's all about taking your chances. I've never liked the word deserve. I don't think there's something called deserved or undeserved.
Bad post, all the.
Apart from like if Yamal won a Ballon d'Or, that would be undeserved. Does YouTube pay well? Is it a viable option? I mean, it's a good amount, but I still live with my parents. You know, I can't move out yet, so it's not viable enough yet. But I'm just, you know, keep working. Lewandowski needs to come on. Some box presence would be good. I don't think Ferran has been that bad. I think just Oviedo have defended really well. Their goalkeeper and a lot of defensive blocks as well. But one day you're gonna have 1 million subs. Keep working. That would be a dream, Romano. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working, man. Thank you. Do you know how to drive? Yes, Lee. I know how to drive fully, but I don't have a driver's license because I don't want to drive a car. But I know how to drive. So if an apocalypse happens and I have to save a bunch of people, yeah, I can drive. I can drive really well. I can drive like it's GTA. Like I drive dangerously. Like it's a game. Your parents didn't crucify you for not going to uni? 100%. Us and they don't even want to hear the ID. No. Like it's been a very tough progress, but we've made it. I've been watching your videos from last year and I really like your content, even though you troll sometimes. I'm a Barca fan. Yo, appreciate the 442 vids. I still troll, yeah. I mean, it's part of the game, but every single time I need to talk seriously, I'm fully honest and so on. But obviously, I want to put some entertainment in it. I try to be the best mixture YouTube channel, football-wise, because it's always intellect, facts, knowledge, with a little bit of entertainment. Sometimes more entertainment. Yo, what's up, Ballon? I see you're happy. If Barca draw points tonight, the difference between them and Madrid will be even bigger, and that's what I want to see. All right. How were you at school? I remember that my Lebanese friend, I always sat in the back row and just messed around. So when I was in school, I mean, it depends. I went to school in different nations. Like from first grade to 9th grade, I would say I did really well in school in the sense of I always concentrate. Because for me, it was like I want to concentrate during the lessons so I don't have to do any stuff when I come home. That was my thing. But I was always like respectful to teachers and so on. And then when I went to gymnasium, I was still good, but I didn't focus that much. I had a little bit more fun there. When is Finalissima game happening? I swear it was announced 2 years ago. I think it's going to be around May. So like 2 months before the World Cup. Twitter pay is good when you have a banger tweet, don't know? Since you're verified. Yeah, I do earn money from YouTube, from Twitter, Lee. It's not as much as you think. Especially with the bangers that I get. Like, I get a lot of bangers. But it's good money. It's good money. I will never complain about it. But I think from someone that doesn't know how the Twitter payment works, you would think I earn more from the bangers I get. Like, if I look at the average, just this week, just the last 7 days, 1.1 impressions, or like views, 1.2 views, million, 2.7 million, 6.9 million, 3.5 million, 4.7 million, and today I'm sitting so far on 2.8 million. You make it big, it's coming? Inshallah, man. Do you still watch HH videos? No. I was never really a viewer of HH. I was more of a guest. I don't really watch like football content, football YouTubers. Who do you think should buy Guirassy or he should become a BVB legend? I mean, it'd be great if he became a BVB legend. But I saw some recent reports about Barca. And I mean, it sounds realistic. You know, always from the Barca fans, Barca media, you hear Haaland, you hear Alvarez, you used to hear Isak before he went to Liverpool. And that never made sense. I mean, the most Barca has spent in the last 3 windows was 60 million for Olmo. And that was a lot for Barca. So Guirassy feels like the viable option for them. Watching the Lyon game, fouls every 2 minutes is crazy. Who are Lyon playing? As much as I love Rodrigo, but screw Madrid is over. I don't know. I think if Vinny leaves, that will open up a big gap for Rodrigo. Do you believe Russia should be unbanned and be able to play World Cup Euros again? Honestly, when you compare what's happening in Gaza, Palestine, by Israel, and when you look at Russia, Ukraine, I think Russia, Ukraine is more of a war, and the other one is a genocide. I think if you're having a war, I don't think your athlete should be banned and all of that, but I can understand that. But I don't think so, honestly. But I mean, genocide, completely different thing. I mean, you shouldn't just ban it from football. You should sanction, you should bomb it. When you say Rodrigo in January by Konate and Gorasi simple. Wait, you're a Madrid fan? You would take Gorasi to Madrid? What, play Mbappe left wing? You should take Rodrigo and turn him into the new Dembuz. I think Rodrigo would cook at PSG. The only issue, we have so many left wingers. What's up with the hair? No, let's take the cap off. There we go. Beautiful. I mean, nah, I would definitely do this again, man. I love it, man. Do you think women and men's Ballon d'Or should be separate? 100%. Because they're not at the same level. It's like having the Premier League awards with the Championship awards. Just because they play in the same sport doesn't mean they are in the same category. I feel it will grow more if you do Premier League watch-alongs and vids on them generally. The thing is, look, I'm obviously, you know, when I think of video, when I'm sitting here, I don't have any video ideas. I'm thinking like, ooh, what video should I do? And I want to do something that interests me, that I want to talk about, and obviously that will get engagement, that people want to see. The thing with the Premier League is I have very, very little amount of interest of the Premier League. Even though a lot of people are interested in Premier League, I'm not that interested. So I'm not going to force myself to watch and talk about the Premier League when I don't want to do it. But I'm trying. I swear to God, I'm pushing myself to watch that horrendous league. I will try to watch, I think Chelsea play Liverpool next week. I will try to watch that game. It's going to be tough though. But thank you so much Mudar Sarti for the tip. Do you think Madrid will win La Liga this season? My prediction was Barca to win La Liga this season, and I always stick to my early season predictions. If Brazil can play, then Russia should play. Yeah, but Israel should not play. Premier League is so boring, only what you win it with our friends. And just imagine Brighton ready to give up Baleba, but they want to swap it with Warren. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas, Rivi. Let's see how Warren does for the rest of this season, or at least until January. I'm from UK and don't watch Premier League. Horrible football. Cook, Mike. Cook. Mike knows, as you are called. Yes, you need to do something you don't like sometimes when it's for a professional purpose. If you can make your channel grow, do it. No, that is true, Tomso, but how can I say? When it comes to other jobs, Tomso, like I'm the lost complainer. I used to work in construction, Tomso, like a really dirty job. Never complained. He told me, carry that thing. I was never, no, that's too heavy. That's not the person I am. But when you do YouTube, it's different, Tomso. Because what I'm doing is I have energy inside of me. It can be positive energy, it can be negative, it can whatever it is. And I'm putting that energy out. That's what a content creator is. He uses his energy, puts it out, talks about football, talks about whatever he wants, but he uses his energy. And I don't have the energy for the Premier League. When I watch a Premier League or talk about the Premier League, I'm like this. I'm disinterested. And I know people don't want to watch that. When I watch PSG, when I even watch Barca and Madrid, I'm interested. I'm following Barca. I know what's going on at Barca. I know the news. I know what's happening at Madrid. I know the news. Bayern is another club I'm interested in. I want to do more Bayern watch-alongs. The Premier League, though, I don't have that fire inside of me. Like when I watch a Prem game, it's... So... And the thing is, when you work YouTube, Tomso, you have more power in what you want to do. That's why there are so many different YouTubers, because all of them do what they want to do. Imagine if everyone did what people want to see. Then you just become an NPC. I always want to do what I want to do. Pigeon takes Mark Gorbridge some United watch-along? No. I don't want to interact with Mark Gorbridge. Any news on Duo coming back for the Barca game? Maybe in the squad. Duo should not be in the Auxerre squad though. As the PSG fanbase grows, your channel will grow. Exactly, Romano, exactly. 100%, I think so. Follow your heart, you're enjoying what you do, and you're bringing so much benefit to all of us. Look how successful you are already. In a few years, you'll be huge. That's the dream, man, that's the dream. But the thing for me is I don't look at numbers and so on. Like, I just want to, like, this is a job, number one. I just want this to be enough for me to have, you know, my family, my future family, my future wife and kids. That's all. Like, I don't want some crazy numbers. I don't want to be in places. I don't want, that's not me. That's not me. Other people do it for that. I don't do it. I just want to live my life. Well, just be here, bro. Let's go. I understand it would be a different content, but doesn't mean people won't be interested. But you know better. No, Thompson, you've made some very fair points, man. Can't say anything against that, but like, how can I say? That's, for example, Thompson, also why I stopped doing collaborations, Thompson. Or at least many of them. Because in the beginning when I did YouTube, I was like, collaboration is good. You know, it's great talking to another person ahead of a game. And, you know, they're big, I'm big. We can help each other with the audience. But then I stopped doing them because I don't like to do it, man. I'm sitting there with someone that doesn't know any football, that doesn't know, that doesn't watch PSG. And I'm going to sit there and sit through that. Oh yeah, I got a lot of views. I earned a lot of money. Great. No. My happiness, my energy is more important than that. You should have watched Arsenal City. Yeah, I was outside that time. If I was at home, I would have watched it. But yeah, I heard it was a disgusting game. So I'm very glad I did not watch it, man. Hi, man. Ici c'est Paris. Ici c'est Paris. Ici c'est. Ici c'est.
The first two I sent were their actual games.
All right, second off on. Let me put the Ty Merino on. Let's get it. Pedri.
So it says the Bandits versus Paragon.
Eric Garcia, good ball there to Ferran. Great back heel from Ferran Torres. Looking for Olmo.
Volbear, yeah. The Bandits first pick Diana. What the fuck? He went 12 and 0 on Diana. Holy goat. Why would he ever pick Diana here though? I guess the other guy's a Diana player.
Hassam.
Do we do the same stuff?
Hassam. Hassam cooks George Martin. Hassam puts it in. Should have looked for Rondon there. Should not have gone for glory. That was beautiful from Hassam going through George Martin there.
But it's gone. It's gone game one. What the fuck? Or is that the other way around? I think it's maybe the other way around. They banned the on first game and then picked it second game.
I know Ter Stegen is low-key celebrating that Juan Garcia mistake. I just can't prove it. Rashford! Ah. Lyon just scored, let's go. Yeah, and I saw they're playing Utrecht. Should not be drawing for this long versus Utrecht. Would you not interact with Gorbridge if you had the opportunity because he has a big audience? I mean, no. If Gorbridge really wanted me, And this is not me like when I act like important or big or anything. No, no, no. Just what's the point? Because this is something I've understood. Majority of football channel YouTubers similar to me, they don't know ball. And they're not even there to talk about. They're there to share their delusional opinions and then either find people that share their delusional opinions or people that, you know, are against those opinions. Oh, great one too. With Hassam here on the right side. But like him having a big audience and all of that, it's great for him, man. Great for him.
Looked hella weak. Yeah, he loves playing out there. Diana isn't banned. The reason why he's keeping it now is because he just got buffed,
Liverpool versus Palace prediction.
which makes her like good.
Mm,
I mean, Wolverhampton-
probably Liverpool 2-1 last minute goal. Let's give it to another Chiesa. Just like the first game versus Bournemouth. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go for a draw. 2-2. First game of the season, Liverpool don't win. No, actually, they lost their first game. I don't know why people act like the Community Shield like don't matter. That's an official game. It's not a friendly game. Yes, you can say like the trophy don't matter that much or something, but like I don't know. That's only in the Premier League. Like the Supercopa in the Bundesliga, the Supercopa de España, the Supercopa de Italia, the Trophy de Champion, all of that is highly rated. I don't know why the Community Shield is seen as a friendly trophy, whilst all the other Super Cups are seen as a big-ish trophy. Like I rate the Trophy de Champion, I want to win it every single year, but just PL fans that don't rate it. Yo, big ups, SSB. Yes, Barca are losing, man. Obviously, going into the game versus PSG, we'll see. I mean, they have one game left versus Sociedad before they play us as well.
I don't mind Diana at the end of the day. Like, it's not that strong of a champ. But it's just like, if we're getting red, if we get a red side, then we should maybe hold my pick until they pick like their jungler, so I can get a counter. Otherwise, we could also just pick Trundle. I think it's good into Zin, it's good into Diana. It's good into most of his shops. I mean, it's supposed to be a counter, but I don't see how it is that bad.
Rashford, you're on the left side. Rashford. Gerard Martin. Pedri.
That's why I thought, like, if we give me a counter, then we don't really have to worry about it.
De Jong. Rafinha.
I think most teams do the same.
Oh, good passes here. Olmo.
They late pick jungle quite often. often. You won't think you get counted. At least the first few games.
Barca struggling with this Oviedo back here. And that could have been a dangerous attack there. What leagues do you watch? I mean, again, this comes like from the Premier League. Like, what leagues? I watch PSG, I watch Madrid, I watch Barca. And I want to watch Bayern. Because I haven't been able to watch them this season. But those are the 4 teams so I have interest to watch. I'll play good football. And maybe not Madrid. But I'll play good football. I'll have great individuals. And they don't play like a satanic Premier League system team. Oh, big chance there for Oviedo. No purity ring. No. Renato Sanchez cooking. He's winning against Young Boys. Yo, for Panathinaikos. Renato. Angstelgare.
Yeah, I kind of hate cooking. It's like the only games we have.
Pedri. Oh.
Into bad teams.
10 minutes have gone so far of this second half, and it's been tough for Barca. No chances so far.
There is nothing. You go like Draven, Calista.
Utrecht is the most disgusting team I've seen. They're playing so dirty against Leon. Are they like parking the bus, or is it more like duels and tackles and so on?
I think the play is just like pick Jinx and just outscale him. We just have to play really soft.
Araujo. Good ball. Ferran. Oh, and it's a goal for FC Bar. What a weird goal. Shout out to Araujo, man. Cooking from that left wing. And Eric Garcia gets the goal. Cheeky finisher from Rafinha. It was like a bicycle on the floor. And yeah, Aaron will definitely be mad about conceding that goal. He's made a lot of top saves so far. Barca are back into this game. Rashford gives it to Araujo here. Look at Araujo cooking. Look at Ferran Torres there. Gets a good finish. Hits the post. And Eric Garcia with a great finish. 1-1. Wow, what a... what a weird goal, man. But Araujo cooking. Ferran with a cheeky mini bicycle kick. And Eric Garcia, great movement there to get the goal. Back on. Let's go.
Yeah, probably. Especially if you play with him.
Oh, another big chance for Barca immediately. Not disrespecting Goldbridge, but just saying what I see. Your lives are real and you appreciate good football. Appreciate it. No, some people, they're more entertainers. I don't find it entertaining, but obviously there are people that find that entertaining. But I can be entertaining, but that's not my priority. My priority is to talk football. I understand football at a high level. I understand football tactics at a high level. So when I talk about PSG, I don't think anyone understands PSG better than me. Apart from maybe Lucho. But I've seen every PSG game. I rewatch the games. I look at the tactics. I follow every single report. And then when it comes to other clubs, I talk better football than most people. Because, for example, sometimes when you watch a Barca channel, he's biased. He loves the club. He's passionate and all of that. But for me, it's just clear facts. Good cross in from Rafinha. Good header from Ferran Torres, but good save from the keeper.
Yeah, mostly they want to counter. Yeah, I mean, R3 is... I wouldn't say so. Like, Diana isn't...
They keep trying to injure the Leon players, and they have no technique at all. Oh well, Leon is winning, so justice is served. Yeah, hopefully Leon finish off that game with a dub then.
Diana myself.
I mean, they were really good in Europa League last season. Olmo.
Well played, boys. Jeez. I'll see you. Conqueror. Was boy happy about? Yeah, he does. Did you go and listen to that?
Hate watching Barca is such a waste of time. They always come back.
Well, cool. We'll play with the one banana action.
De Jong.
I will see you in 2 days. Yeah, well, meeting.
Barca taking their time in this attack right here. Gerard Martin, Rashford. Cheeky ball there from Rashford. Rafinha, Dani Olmo on the right side.
See you on Sunday.
Eric Garcia. Pedri. Oviedo defending well here, the spaces. De Jong with a good ball there to Gerard Martin on the left side. Gerard Martin gives a good ball to Rashford. Rashford takes too much time, keeps it in. Oviedo. Oh, Rondon is offside. Oh, good tackle there from Araujo. Wow, good tackle there from number 24. Hassam on the right wing. It's looking good so far this game. Hassam. Good tackle by Martin. Patient, have you ever thought of being a football coach in the future? I would look, I'm someone that, how can I say? You know, there's some people that want to be the leader, like want to passionately. I'm not someone who wants to be a leader, but I'm someone that knows I'm a great leader, and I would love to take a group of football players and, you know, because I would give them you know some tactical stuff and so on. But the biggest thing I would look at is the mentality. And I think I would give insane mentality to the players, and we could actually, you know, do stuff. That would be a dream come true. But yeah, it would be nice. Whether being a coach or a football player, I would love both. But yeah, this is my job now. So, in another life, good shot there from Oviedo, but good save from Juan Garcia. You're honest, people can see that. You don't fake it for views. We call that being a real one. Yeah, because I mean, that's something for me that's since I've been young. I'm not insecure I'm very secure and confident in who I am. You know, most people are insecure about who they are. Rafinha with a lot of space here on the left side. Rafinha goes for the shot and blocked. Like, I've been very confident in myself. Everyone that does stuff for views or is fake, it's because they're insecure in who they are. They want to be something they're not. I love who I am. Like, obviously I can improve on stuff, but like personality wise and so on, nah. I'm very confident in who I am. And then when it comes to the truth, obviously I'm a Muslim, and Islam, we believe one of the biggest sins you can commit is lie. So I've been as honest as possible since a young age, and it just stuck with me. Like, it's very hard for me to lie. It like goes against my grain. The only way to watch Barca is to watch them against PSG. Yeah, I mean, that must have been like at least a top 3 Madrid hate watch. That second leg at the Mandzukic. Damn Booz. And I'm so happy Dembouz got the man of the match. Because imagine they forgazed it to Mbappe, man. Ruining that special night. Pedri. But Oviedo is still pushing. They're not happy with... I mean, they will obviously try to defend this 1 point. But they will try to push for a goal. Gerard Martin, good pass there. Ferran Torres. Rashford was in space there. Olmo with a good pass. Ferran Torres. Good defense there from Eric Bailly. Good ball there to Rondon. Nah, I should just pause that. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, Eric Bailly. I was just saying. I used to love him when he was at United. Just unfortunate with the injuries. Rondon with the Araujo with the push. Offside. Oh, Rafinha went out. Who came on for Rafinha? Leva. Ferran kept on the pitch. Probably means Ferran is not going to start the Sociedad game. That's what I'm guessing. Rashford. You can find 2 weeks of wages. Yeah, I've seen that. I think that's too much from Liverpool, man. Like, come on, man. You don't do that for that. Yeah, Dembele will 100% miss the Barca game. Where's this EPL reject team on? Santi Cazorla as well. Yeah, I mean, Santi Cazorla, he came back to Real Oviedo, his boyhood club, and then they got them promoted. Like, he joined them when they were in the Segundo Division. And I remember Real Oviedo from, if anyone knows him, Spencer, from #United, that West Ham fan. He was like a Real Oviedo fan or like them or something. That's how I knew about this club. Very special club. How much time we got left? 20 minutes maybe? $20, $30? Yeah, about 25 minutes left of this game. Kubarsi, Gerard Martin. Yeah, it looks like Santi Cazorla has been subbed off as well. Ferran, Pedri. Just switch to the Barca game. So I guess the Europa. Let me see all the Europa League results quickly here. Lille won, that's good. Lyon won, that's good. Happy for the coefficient. Aston Villa beat Bologna 1-0 only. Rangers losing to Genk. Porto beat Salzburg 1-0. Panathinaikos 4-1 versus Young Boys. Wow, really, really low scoring games here in the Europa League. Him and Ibra vibed a lot. Yeah. Him, Ibra, Pogba. Man, that was such a vibe, man. That was such a vibe. Because, like, when Pogba... I don't know, like when Ibra was there, like Pogba was more mature, but then Pogba started hanging out with the fucking Lingards, the bums. The J-Lings. What is this, man? But yeah, Bailly, Ibra. Like when Bailly hit him and Ibra ran off to him, that was such a funny video. I think Due should rest for the Barca game. No need to rush him. True. I mean, will Due be back for the Barca game? Gonzalo Ramos gonna start. He's cooked. Nah, I hope Mayulo starts instead. Maybe even Kangi Lee. But no, Due should be in the squad and maybe will be used if we need it. It depends. Obviously, there's still training sessions for Desiree Due to have, but PSG would not want to rush it, obviously. Lewandowski! And that's why you bring Lewandowski on! That's why you bring Lewandowski on. What a finish from Robert Lewandowski. His third La Liga goal of the season. What a goal from Lewandowski. What a header. What a header from Robert Lewandowski. Was that a Pedri assist? Who was the assist? Who got the assist for that one? That was De Jong. That is very surprising. De Jong with an assist. When do we see that, man? When do we see that, man? De Jong with an assist. What a header from Leva. No chance for the goalkeeper. 17-18 United were good. They felt like a big team. They had Messi and other greats, and we set a record for most points and goals in a single La Liga, yeah, with Mourinho. Was it 11-12 Madrid? Yeah, that was... that's like peak Madrid, man. I know you didn't win UCL, but... that was an insane team. The football he played under him as well. How the hell do they coming back from games need to be studied? I mean, it's just called grey mentality. Even before they conceded, they had a couple of chances and so on. They were a bit unfortunate going 1-0 down. Oviedo defended really well, but I mean, especially the second goal. I mean, that's an unstoppable goal. Told me Lewandowski should come on. Leva again. Yeah, that was an insane pass from Frankie. And he's had a very good cameo so far, coming off at halftime. And I want to say in my review of the game, but I think Casado's for the big games. De Jong is for the small games. De Jong in La Liga, Casado in the UCL. Like in these games when the opposition is just sitting back, especially with Oviedo being 1-0 up, when De Jong came on, suited him way more. But when it comes to those big UCL games, then I would still start Casado ahead of De Jong. Great ball from Garcia. Ferran Torres. Garcia. Pedri. De Jong. Olmo. Rashford. Olmo. Fair point. But 2025. Wait, chance here for Barca maybe. Kunde. Rashford puts it in. Ferran Torres. Fair point, but 2025 is the only year this decade that La Liga club didn't win a European competition. Oh. It was best Madrid team. A lot of people don't know that, but Bale was needed to get UCL over the line. I mean, Mike, even when you look at that game, I mean, you went out on penalties. So you didn't lose because you were not good enough. You just... It was two great teams. That Bayern team was so good. That's probably peak Bayern as well under Jupp Heynckes. And penalties decided the game. Madrid fans need to thank Mourinho Ronaldo for instilling the winning mentality in Madrid. Ronaldo made the winning UCL standard procedure. That is true. That is true. You know, sometimes... That's why I want to give like Tuchel prop. Tuchel was the one that got us to our first UCL final. He built the foundation. And that goes for the Neymar, the Verratti, the Thiago Silva. They made the Vitinha, the Dembele. They made it easier for them. Inevitable comebacks. So I'm out. Yamal agenda lives? Oh, like Barca still winning without Yamal? Yeah. I mean, look, the entire narrative they created last season that they can't win without Yamal was so fugazi. I agree when it comes to big games, then there's a more need of Yamal, but I don't know, it was just... The thing I didn't like about that quote or that narrative is that they're just shitting on their team to prop this fucking 18-year-old, man. Yo, what's up, David? Chance there for Real Oviedo. Cross comes in. Important. Important clearance there from Ronald Araujo. He's had a good game this game, man. No foul on Pedri. Number 18 puts it in. Rondon blocked. Wow. Barca survived that. De Jong. Oh, harsh tackle there on De Jong. Yeah, Barca probably need the third. I'm gonna be back. Yeah, Barca definitely need a third to kill this game off. Lewandowski. Woo! Lewandowski. Barca's so annoying. They keep coming back. Their talent quality is so good. They know if they just play their football, they will create chances. Yeah. Great to see, you know, a Madrid fan, just being completely honest here. Great take. I always rate Casado over De Jong in big games. De Jong always made the defense more exposed. Yeah. Especially with you playing him and Pedri. Like, it's like for us, like Vitinha, we love Vitinha. Vitinha is so good. But we need a Neves alongside him in big games for that defensive stability. Number 18 sits Eric Garcia down. Rondon would have scored that huge tackle there from Jules Koundé, who just came on. We're gonna have an entertaining end to this game, man. But yeah, when it comes, Vitinha, he needs Neves in big games. And Pedri needs like a Casado. Obviously Bernal. I think Bernal has the perfect profile to play that double pivot with Pedri. His time will come. But De Jong in big games, I mean, it's been like, 7 years we've seen this of De Jong. It's not gonna change. And it's not even the ability. The main issue with De Jong is his mentality. Rafinha's dog shit at right wing, man. He needs to come back. But first for the recent performance. I mean, even Rafinha, this game was good. Off the right. I don't think he's dog shit. Like, I don't understand this hatred towards Rafinha. Koundé just go. They sacrificed Rafinha, Lewandowski and Pedri so Yamal could get second in the Ballon d'Or. Barca fans degrading Rafinha for Yamal, complaining he finished 5th. Barca left back is a weakness. Yeah, especially with Balde being out. I still don't know if he will be back for the PSG game. But Gerard Martin is definitely someone Luis Enrique will be looking to target. But losing to Barca doesn't mean anything because I know we will fully focus on knockout stage. Look, let's not have excuses before the game is even being played. I want to win against Barca. I want to go there to the Montjukic with the players that we have, Luis Enrique, and go there and get the win. It's that simple. Biz Piss meant he had to have centre-back helping full-back a lot with dragging other centre-back ever. It made so much space for Ronaldo. That is true. Because before, I mean, you had Di Maria, but Di Maria a bit more playmaker, but Bale is very direct. Ferran Torres hits the wall from the free kick, goes for the shot. Yo, big up, Luca. I'm doing great. How are you? My opinion is that if only Barca have the money, Alvarez and Barcelona will massively improve this Barca team next level. What do you think? Yeah, I think if you play a Barcelona Kubarsi partnership, Alvarez up top, because Leva, this is his last season, that would be great. But one thing I've said is, I know you have a lot of players for that position, but maybe go for a top double pivot player to play alongside Pedri. Gavi looks potentially to be cooked, man. I hope he can return to his best, but it's going to be hard. Yo, Joseph. Welcome. We got some entertaining last 10 minutes here. Rashford. Is Rashford gonna kill the game off? Koundé. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Back to Juan Garcia. 10 minutes left. Pedri. Araujo. Koundé. De Jong. Dembele would have still won the Ballon d'Or. Vitinha is Artek, the guy get to work boy, and Neves is necessary, yeah. And then you got Fabian Ruiz, man. He's so underrated, man. Like, people need to start seeing. I'm not putting it on the level of Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, or Casemiro, Cruz, Modric, but you know how they looked at that midfield as a trident? I don't know why people aren't looking at that like that midfield trio. It's easily the best midfield trio in the world. I'm hearing like De Jong and Gavi hype, man. Like, it's the most balanced, perfect midfield. Oh. By the way, I totally forgot to ask you, did you find out who were they? Were they Musa? Are you talking about the Uber? When they were trying to hack into my Uber Eats? Is that what you're talking about? No, I have no clue what that was about. I'm scared, bro. Mayulo's too weak to face Araujo and Kubarsi. I mean, Mayulo would not be facing them. He would be dropping into the midfield. We just have an extra man. Do you think the Ballon also wins FIFA the best? Yeah. I'm just waiting for the points to come out. I mean, we already had the like someone that worked at France Football say that Dembele won it like with a large gap, but I still want to see the points. When you see the points and it's a clear gap, yeah, that's when we're sure he's gonna win it again. Rafinha needs Lamine. It makes him so much more impactful. Like, Rafinha's had a good game. He hit the post. He's created some chances. He created that chance for Rashford early on. Like, I don't understand this. Like, yes, Yamal, he gives you the dribbles and he looks more aesthetically pleasing on that right side. But Rafinha gives you the impact, man. Last game, he got subbed out at halftime, being involved in both 2 goals before he got subbed out. And today's game, he created that Rashford chance and hit the post and had some other good opportunities. Where's this Rafinha stuff, man? It's just Yamal overratedness. We've seen Barca struggling games with Yamal as the right winger, especially in away La Liga games. Like, where is this, man? The notion that Barca doesn't generate chances without Yamal is a myth. I mean, it's a huge myth. When our current team retires, I hope Nasser can replace them quickly so we don't hold on to nostalgia the way Barca fans talk about 11 to Barca all the time. 100%. 100%. I mean, now we have a young team, so it's going to be a while until we start thinking about that, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Why? Because we're just buying younger players. We're looking for Akhliouch, another young player. We're looking at Rodrigo Moura, another young player. We're just continuing this generation. But I think one big thing is the manager. As we've seen with Pep at City, there is a time where the manager has to go. The dynasty can still continue. It's like Madrid. They won a UCL with Carlo. They lost it this second year. They sacked him. They got Zidane and he won a 3-peat. So I think that's the big thing. But I'm very calm about that because one very funny thing about Luis Enrique is he's never been sacked and he's never left when his contract ended. He's always mutually terminated his contract at every single club he's been at. So I think Luis Enrique will know when the time is coming and move on. I think that's a more important thing than the players. We also have Campos contracted until 2030, so... Pedri. Bad pass there from De Jong. From Lewandowski. Kunde. Rashford. Do you remember when Fabian wasn't performing? Dark days. It was dark. That's the thing with Fabian. It's a bit like Dembele. When he's in bad form, he looks so bad. But when he's in great form, you know, there's some players when they're not the best, they don't look that bad. Oh, good pass there. Robert Lewandowski puts it in. Eric Garcia attacks it. Keeps attacking it. And it's a corner here for Barca. PSG midfield is already the top 10 midfield trio ever. Lol, people have crazy nostalgia bias. Top 10. We'll take that, David. Let's go. We just gotta keep building upon it. Because, like, I know Fabian is a little bit old, but Fabian doesn't rely on, like, athletic abilities. He's just a genius. So I think Fabian is someone, you know, that can play until a high age, like a Modric or something. Because, you know, like Xavi and Iniesta, they were performing at a high level when they were young in big stages. So they came off a little bit earlier than Modric. Modric started like intensity when he was like 26. Starting from Madrid in that La Decima year, that's when like Modric peak started. And it's a little bit with Fabian. Fabian, you could say his peak started with that Euro. So Fabian's going to be there for a long time. Vitinha, Neves, both strongly contracted as well. I just hope PSG will see it the same way. With Fabian Ruiz and Barca get the winner. Ronald Araujo threw a Rashford corner kick and FC Barcelona take the 3-1 lead and the game is over. Rashford, man. Rashfordy. Rashford. Man, Rashford, man. We should have gotten Rashford, man. We should have gotten Rashford. I wanted him so badly at PSG, man. Yeah, Joseph, long time ago. Campus extended like at the end of last season. Which laptop do you have? I don't have a laptop. Is it sauce level? Viti is the only one at PSG on the level of Barca. Great midfielder Busquets, Iniesta, Xavi is above Ruiz. Neves, but Viti for sure can be above Busquets, Xavi, not Iniesta. And I think Neves is so good already, and like his ceiling is so high. Like he's 19, performing at this stage. Imagine when he's Vitinha's age. And Fabian, man, I love Fabian so much, man. Your favorite player Dembele is actually best buddies with Yamal? He's not best buddies with Yamal, but I do know that they were, for the time that Dembele was at Barca, he had a good relationship with Yamal, with Rafinha, I think with Balde, with Kunde as well. Mo want Luis Enrique, but I was Sir Alex Ferguson. Look, I think football has moved up away from an age where a manager can be that long at a club. But I'm already expecting Luis Enrique to potentially be at the club until 2030, which would be great. And I don't want him to leave, and I'm not planning it. I'm just saying there will be a time where, you know, Lucho has to find a new club and we have to find a new manager. Oh, Real Oviedo still going for a hair in the 89th minute. Number 18. Great pass inside to number 24. Great save from Juan Garcia. Makes himself big there. And shout out to Oviedo for still going at him, man. Just describe Rashford. When he's confident at his best, he's one of the best footballers. And when he's bad, he's probably... That is true. That is true. There's some players that are like that. Like Dembouz, I think he's the best. He's the best player like that. When Dembouz is bad, Dembouz is so bad. And Barca fans can agree with me. But when Dembouz cooks, out of this world. Don't forget Verratti Mota. We only needed that 3-piece, but sadly never got them. I mean, yeah, we had like, you could say Verratti Mota Pastore or Verratti Mota Matuidi. But like, nah. Fabian Vitinha, this. Bah. Christensen comes in for Rashford. Rashford. Do you think Yamal has a potential? I mean, he has insane potential. I think Neves, Vitinha, Fabian want to retire PSG legends. Neves be better than Vitor. Cheeky shout. How were you streaming when you were in bunker? Oh, I borrowed, I think my mom's laptop, I think. Yeah, I borrowed my mom's laptop. That was in Algeria, yeah. When is the UCL fantasy review? I think like right before the Champions League starts, so soon. Rashford, my guy. Two minutes left. If Barca get one more goal, we hit jackpot on the prediction. Neves is a future contender for the crown. He's really special already, but it's coming. Yeah, facts. I don't want to push him. That's the thing with me. I don't like to push the youngsters into a level where they're not. Like, they will have so much time. Would you rather have Isak or Haaland at PSG? Haaland, man. Shout out to Isak, man. Swedish baller bar. Project Haaland, man. Gotta make it happen. You gotta make it happen. One and a half minute. Maybe one day we can see the Yamal hate come to an end. I mean, if Yamal stops fucking doing, like, just behaving arrogantly and doing a bunch of fucking disgusting stuff, I wouldn't want. I'm not someone that wants to hate people. I'm not someone that wants to, you know, dislike people. Quite the opposite. I want to like people, but I'm always gonna be honest. There are a lot of people that are scared to say their opinion about Yamal because of, you know, how people react and so on. I'm not that one of those people. Neves is the highest ceiling for a midfielder I've seen since Modric. Fee. Love the prop. Love the propiano. 50 seconds left. You think Fabian is top 10 midfielder in the world? I think all of PSG midfielders are top 5 midfielders in the world. Alongside Pedri and maybe Valverde. Those 5. Like, top 10, Fabian top 10. Is that a question? Euro player of the tournament. We saw how we cooked, especially towards the end of the knockout stages, the big games. Those 2 performances versus Arsenal. That goal versus Arsenal. Who does a dummy with his chest? He does a dummy on Martinelli and then puts it top bin. How many midfielders can do that, man? But what about us getting Pedri after Ruiz? I don't think Pedri would leave Barca, man. Tomorrow pre-match pod? Most likely, Joseph. Most likely. There's a chance maybe not. But most likely. What football content creators do you watch? No one. I would love to have Cherkin out PSG team. I would love it too. Sagan's discuss his family sucks too. I wouldn't say family. I would just say his dad. His mom, I don't know anything about her. But she looks like a good mom whenever I've seen her or known anything about her. It's just his dad, man. Are going live for the Madrid derby? I should. Most likely. Just check the YouTube channel if I schedule the stream. I usually schedule them the night before. So if you see a schedule, you know I'm gonna do a live for it. Most likely, 95%. I just gotta sort something out. Would you bring Neymar back to PSG? No. It's over. But I'm very glad that I had Neymar in his peak at PSG. Modric was amazing because of who he played with. I don't put him on the same level as Viti. Wow. I'll take Fabiano Martinez is the best midfielder in PSG. Thoughts? Honestly, you know, this is something I love. And when it comes to the PSG midfield, sometimes we're like, Vitinha's the best. Sometimes we say Neves is the best. Sometimes Fabian. And it's just because all of them are so good. You know, at Barca, who's the best midfielder? I mean, it's easily Pedri. Who's the best midfielder at Madrid? Easily Bellingham. Astaghfirullah. Easily Valverde. But some people maybe would say Bellingham. Best midfielder at City. Maybe competition back in day between Rodri and De Bruyne. Now it's Rodri. Best midfielder at Bayern is Kimmich. But PSG, I mean, it's not a bad take. Fabian is a genius, man. Fabian is a genius. All of them have their moments. Just try to make the tweet. We'll do, Joseph. We'll do. If not, Joseph, just DM me. Just DM me. The reason why Pedri is clear is because it's clear against everyone. No. Why Pedri is clear? Because, I mean, Gavi hasn't been, you know, at his level since that ACL. De Jong is not close to that level. I think maybe almost a bit close, but he hasn't shown it consistently with all the injuries and stuff. Bellingham midfielder gimmick. Yeah, that slipped out of my mouth, man. You think Neymar was a mistake at PSG? Absolutely no. Neymar was one of the most important signings in PSG history, man. Maybe even the biggest. Yamal hype's actually working against him because of that bro got that Messi treatment with Portugal where they constantly surround him with 3 players every time he had the ball. Not really. That's another myth that Barca fans created after that game. Yes, there were some moments where, you know, he was surrounded by 3 players, but that was not the majority of the game. Majority of the game, they let him versus Nuno because they were confident in Nuno's ability versus Yamal. But why teams put a lot of players on Yamal is because he's really great at dribbling. You could even say potentially the best dribbler in the world. That's why they put so many players on him. Just like Inter. Man, what is Bellingham's actual best quality? I would say like striker stuff, like striker instinct. His finishing, like Bellingham's finishing, honestly outrageous in some moments. He scored some bangers. Very reminiscent of Dele Alli. Maybe for his career, maybe, man, I tune in game out just to watch Neymar. Yeah, Neymar, special player, man. Alvarez is not that good. I said Barca fans need to stop this tech gimmick. Nah, Alvarez is top, bar. Like, comparing him to Haaland doesn't make sense. With Barcola, do you prefer Barcola from the first season where he was more of a creative dribbler, or the second season where he just runs in behind and gets more GA? Is less on the ball. I like both, but I want to see a more confident Barcola. I think, you know what? Look, the most important thing for a player is to be impactful. Barcola was more impactful last season than he was in his first season. Just fans glaze Palmer so much, but honestly, I don't think he starts at PSG's midfield. I don't think so either. But Palmer could potentially start as that wrong winger, would suit that role really well. Our best midfielder now is Tchouaméni, that's true, so far this season. And I've seen some question marks about Valverde now under Xabi Alonso. Because Xabi Alonso is asking different stuff from the midfielders than what Carlo Ancelotti used to do. I haven't watched Madrid too much, honestly, so I don't know that much about that, but we'll see. Box crasher. How did you find the game didn't catch you Watchalong? Even when Oviedo took the lead, I was confident in Barca coming back into the game. They were the better team before that goal, and they were the better team after that goal. I think Dion coming on for Casado was a good substitute by Hansi Flick. And Barca just kept creating their chances until the goal went in. Good performance by some individuals like Rafinha, Rashford, Pedri as usual, obviously. You only appreciate whenever Madrid players play good. You only do Barca. I mean, this season I have only watched one Madrid game, I think. One or two Madrid games. So that's the biggest reason. I didn't watch, for example, the recent Madrid games. Players I can appreciate from Madrid so far this season. I think Tchouaméni, whenever I watch him, has been high quality. Dean Huijsen has been good. Carreras, I haven't seen his best games, but I've heard he's been really good. And Mbappe, obviously. Mbappe has been top this season, and Franco showing very good moments. Like the last Madrid game I watched versus Marseille, and I think Madrid were good, but definitely could be better. I don't think Rafinha was poor. Alright, I'm definitely going to talk about that in the review. That Dembele Ballon d'Or speech reminded me of Giannis' speech when he won an MVP on the first time. Tears pouring down the eyes. Special players. Rashford still struggled to dribble of defenders, player really well. We struggle to dribble. Do you think I would rate dribbling or I would rate the ability, man? Like, Rashford created so much threat this game with his pace, with his explosiveness, and got the assist at the end. Like, with Bellingham was arrogant, why you hate him because he plays his game quiet? I mean, Bellingham is arrogant as well. Let's not act like Bellingham is some humble dude. But Bellingham, I don't rate him as high as other people because I've watched Bellingham consistently, especially in big games, and he just doesn't impact a game as much as people say he does. The Dembele's speech was a bit too long, though. Yeah, and then the presenters ruined it as well, man. Thoughts ahead of the Auxerre game. Win, celebrate Dembo's Ballon d'Or before the game. No injuries. No injuries. Alright then. That's been it for the live watch-along of FC Barcelona versus Real Oviedo. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed this live watch-along. I will record now my review for the game, and you can check that out in 10 to 15 minutes. That's been it from boy PSG, and hopefully guys have enjoyed this stream. And as usual, allez Paris. Bonne nuit, Rivi.